Now we are in Hampi. We are going to visit Pushkarni. These are sacred tanks attached to temples. Most of the large temples in Hampi has a Pushkarni attached to it. The Pushkaranis cater to the ritual and functional aspects of the temple and life surrounding it. Symbolically too, these Pushkaranis are significant and treated with great respect. In many cases the Pushkaranis were the venue for the annual boat festival, where the images of the god and goddess is taken on a coracle. In Hampi bearing a few, many of the tanks are in ruined state. However, they are great architectural attractions in its own rights, though it was hopelessly destroyed. The Pushkarni at the end of Courtesan Street is worth visiting. Look for this on your right as you enter the Courtesan Street from the riverside. The archaeology department has restored this ruined pond to some extent. You can see the remains of the colonnade once stood around the massive rectangular tank. So is the remains of the pavilion at the center of the tank. There is no water in the tank, so you can even see the details of the base and the gallery-like steps around the tank. Temple. Another easy-to-reach temple tank is the one in front of the Krishna Temple. Just cross the road and walk a minute along the Krishna Bazaar. You'll see it by the side of this ancient car street, also called as the Krishna Bazaar. This is Krishna Bazaar. This is a relatively newly excavated site in Hampi. As the name indicates, this bazaar is associated with the Krishna Temple. Basically, this was the car street for the temple. The sacred tank, or Pushkarni, of the temple too is located next to the Krishna Bazaar. Unlike the many car streets associated with other large temples in Hampi, Krishna Bazaar is a bit low-lying with respect to the relatively elevated site of the temple. So you'll find a series of broad steps in front of the Krishna Temple to reach the bazaar street. Thanks to the low-lying terrain, the whole bazaar got buried in silt over the time. This area later turned into thickets of banana plantations. Before the excavations, it was impossible to tell that it was a marketplace once. As you enter from the Krishna Temple side, you can see long rows of pavilions along the bazaar street. Also, you'll see the excavated rubble bases of old structures and cobbled pathways. A little ahead along the bazaar is the sacred tank. The interesting part of the tank is the small pavilion at its center and the many beautifully carved aquatic devices that is used to feed water to the tank. To visit Krishna Bazaar, just cross the main road to Hampi after you've visited the Krishna Temple. You can also get a nice aerial view of the Krishna Bazaar while climbing the Matunga hill. Presently the street doesn't lead to anywhere other than to the few local trails that go around the Matunga hill or through the thick of the banana fields. A little off to the Krishna Bazaar, facing the main road to Hampi and the Krishna Temple, is a small pavilion with large rectangular box. This is carved out of a huge boulder and you can see a small rectangular opening at the top of this box. Devotees used to offer food grains during the functional days of this temple. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more videos like this.